Hey guys, this is Ninja Knight 83, and this is Gamera Guardian of the Universe Trendmasters action figures. And not too many people's done videos of these figures before, and I wanted to go ahead and try my own video for these figures. I have the complete Roaring set here that I'm going to be showcasing, and then there's a special figure at the end that I just got in the mail today that I will also be unboxing. And the first one here is a villain known as Virus. Pretty cool figure, and let's go ahead and let you listen to the voice. Pretty cool. Now let me kind of show you the sides here. I've always been a huge fan of Gamera. Always liked Gamera. Never was as cool as Godzilla to me, but still very, very impressive. Little version, or kind of explains the stories behind the monsters. Unfortunately, one of these figures does not play, which is going to be the next one that I'm showing off here, of Gauss. Which it looks like they took the idea of Gauss from Gamera Guardian of the Universe movie. So that was pretty cool. Not the original from back in the 60s. So I think it was the 60s. Sorry if I got that wrong. Probably the late 60s. So let's see. And unfortunately, yeah, the voice doesn't work on that one. These figures are quite old now. They're getting close to being 20 years old now. So yeah, so it's amazing they still work. But yep, so that's Gauss. Here's a Jiger, which is pretty cool. I'll let you listen to a voice of her. Yes, it's a female. And some of these, they basically, when it came to the voices, they might have just reused voices they had for their Godzilla line. So some of these might be monsters. I think that kind of sounds like what they use for Batara in the Godzilla line. And that was kind of the sad thing, is that, you know, they had to pay for the license to have Gamera and his foes from back in the Showa era. And unfortunately, they would also have to license their voices too, so that's kind of why they went with just using licensed voices that they already had for the Godzilla line. So I guess that's understandable, but still would have been kind of cool. That I can't exactly remember the voices. I think Jiger, probably she had a generic monster voice anyway. Here's Zigra. I've always liked Zigra, the space shark. And this voice actually sounds a lot like, I think, what Zigra did sound like in the movies. It's been a while since I've watched them, so. So yeah, that actually, I think that does sound a little bit like Zigra, actually. I'm not sure exactly which Godzilla figure that one would have came from, but cool nonetheless. So let me kind of move that over here. Here's Gulan. Always liked the knife-headed Gulan. And all the Showa Gamera movies were very, very cheesy, but this monster was just pretty cool. And he was being ruled by these two female aliens that ate brains. So yes, they would eat children's brains apparently. Probably with ice cream or something. Who knows? A la mode. Here's Gulan, his voice. Okay, kind of sounded like a variation of Godzilla's voice, I think, but let's see here. Yeah, I think that's what they were going for, is that was one of Godzilla. So actually we can go ahead and get to Gamera, because here's Gamera's voice. Sounds nothing like Gamera. The figure, of course, is definitely taken from Gamera Guardian of the Universe. And it was really cool the liberties they took on to kind of doing updated looks for Gamera's foes. Virus still looks a lot like the movie. Gallus looks like the movie from Guardian of the Universe. Jiger, they definitely did a total kind of rehaul on Jiger. This figure looks so much cooler than what Jiger looked like in her debut movie. But Gulan pretty much looks the same, just much cooler color scheme and all that. But here's Gamera. Did an awesome job with Gamera. Head moves up and down, and that just an awesome figure. Very, very impressive. And here's Gamera's voice, or is it? Huh? What? Let's hear that again. That's Godzilla's voice, not Gamera. But like I said, yeah, they would have had to pay to license Gamera's voice too, and who knows what they would have probably charged. Good question. Very, very cool. I do plan on taking these figures out of the box and taking the batteries out. I got my Trendmasters figures all in a box together in my up in my attic, and unfortunately, you know, as a kid, I never took them out, so there's probably battery acid all over the figures and all over in the box, and that can be cleared up with baking soda and water. Just make sure you don't use a whole lot of water, because you don't want to rust out, you know, the metal parts of the electronics and stuff like that, and just getting the figure waterlogged itself. But I've cleaned some Trendmasters, these little roaring figures. Had to clean Baron, Megalon, and Baragon. Oh, that's right, yeah. They did not do a figure of Barugon from the Showa era, and they didn't know. I don't think they knew about Legion yet, and of course, when these figures started coming out, Iris hadn't showed up yet from the 1990s Gamera trilogy. But oh well, let's see. Let me go ahead and go to this other figure here. Yes, it is an action figure. These all I got here in the U.S., but this one came from China. The only way to get these was China, because they ended the line before they even got shipped to the U.S. They halted production of this figure, so that might give you an idea of what I got here. So yes, this is also Trendmasters. So let me go ahead and kind of put the flip back on this real quick, and kind of just sit it down for a bit, like that. There, you can look at Gamera there for a moment while I get this open here. I guess I could have it started open already, but let's see if that's gonna get it there. Maybe not. Getting there. I'm just hoping there's no creepy crawlies in this. I think it came from like a factory, but let's go ahead and get back on this puppy. Oh, that's backwards. Let's kind of fix that there. Huh. Godzilla Doom Island. That is just awesome. This is after Christmas enjoyment here, so let's go ahead. Okay, yeah. 1 second again here. Oh shoot, I am running out of time here. Excellent box. Did a great job boxing it up. Okay, it's coming. Oh, that's actually not a bad shape at all. It's Gamera. And it's dusty, yeah, like I said, it's been a factory. So kind of got to show this off real quick here, but awesome. So, Gamera. Never got released, so this is awesome. Incredible. from Son of Godzilla. So, sign off in peace and sweet.